and read, know that you sift for information. So dummy, when you keep bringing up, I don't know why you bring up Malachi Z. York. I don't own any of his books. I'm not Young Pharaoh, my nigga. Go sit down with that shit. 2, I don't own any Jordan Maxwell books. Although when I first started waking up in 2008, as you can guess, David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, Zachariah, these are all names you come across because you only ever come across the disinformation agents first. It's when you start digging and doing proper research. My nigga must think I just started doing research. Nigga, I'm 29 years old. I've been doing research like this since I was 16. You don't know more than me. You don't study more than me. You're not even close.
I said yes. And then they went into a graveyard.
Alright, so let's speed it up.
And Mutwa was very puzzled. What's this lady doing here? This I'm supposed to spend several nights in this hut. So what is she? What is she doing here? Now, Credo Mutwa, being a frightened Zulu, afraid of women but not afraid of wild animals, decided to sleep with his back to the wall, giving the lady a nice clean bed. A group of rebels challenges.
I'm trying to skip to the part because this I forgot. I've seen this long ago, but I forgot this dude talks about a whole bunch of nothingness. Not that his life is nothingness, but this shit don't got nothing to do with what we want.
Are orchestrated by forces from outside us.
What? Okay, so now he's getting to the part where the other guys, the people who he's getting this information from, they're telling him we are getting our information from sources outside of this realm of existence, outside of the physical plane. Why do you think these scientists are playing with CERN and playing with Google D-Wave drive and quantum computers? They're communicating with the beings who are locked in the prison dimension on the other side of the veil. They've been locked there by our God. Once they tear that wall down, that electromagnetic barrier, all them spiritual energies which are locked in there get to come out, and they either inhabit people who already have souls, who have given themselves up to these beings, or they are going to inhabit synthetic bodies. So whether that mean bodies which are just totally synthetic and robotic, or cloned bodies, because you know they've been cloning since the 30s. So understand what's going on. If you've seen the movie I, Frankenstein, it kind of shows you what they're expecting when all them demons came out the pit and then they inhabited or possessed all those dead bodies and shit, which are stitched together. Alright, so you understand what's going on. Let's keep going. Right. AI. AI is not AI. These AI are fucking what we call demons, because they're locked within the physical realm, but they don't have bodies. So when you're locked within this dimension, you still hunger and you still thirst. Why do you think when people who are possessed by demons, they sleepwalk? They go straight to the kitchen and they start eating things which parasites like. They don't eat healthy shit. They eat things with like starches. They eat things which give cancer, and sweets and artificial sweets at that. They binge eat. But why do they binge eat? They eat raw meat. People who sleepwalk. That's because they possessed. You understand? And the spirit which is on them, that's what it craves. Those are the things it craves. And you just got to understand what's going on. If you read the book of Enoch, I think it's chapter 14 or 15 or something like that, around one of them earlier chapters, it'll let you know that these spirits are the offspring of these hybrids. So because the Most High God did not create them, they're not a part of initial creation. Their spirits have to wait until judgment. So they roam around and they make mischief and all that type. They feed off of your energy, negative energy and shit like that. All right, so there's truth to those things. Let's keep going.
Our people need development. Our people need peace in Africa. We are basically a peaceful people.
Right, 13 Ghosts is a good movie.
Warlike. Don't let historians tell you a lot of rubbish. Africa is not perceived by the people outside her as she really is. One, My people are Zulus, as a tribe famous for warrior exploits for many, many years now. But wait.
God damn it, nigga.
That the Zulu people actually
we lasted
for some 7 days to the souls of those boots.
My fault. I'm trying to get to the point. This nigga talk too much, man.
I'm going to talk, sir. I'm going to talk and I'm going to reveal and damn the concept.
See, the nigga said, I'm going to snitch. I'm going to tell everything you told me. I'm going to tell everybody.
I am not a brave man, but it's
Hold on.
an eternal reason. Every day came them. At that time, sir, human beings could not speak.
Okay, hold up.
A human being was both male and female.
See, he's talking about Genesis 1:1. Hold on. Let me get my scriptures. Let me bring my word out. So, remember I was telling you there's a distinction between Genesis 1:1, Genesis 1, mankind, right? And Genesis 2's mankind. Because remember, he's talking about these beings, these reptilians were around from Genesis 1. They've been around, right? Okay? This is why the Nakash, when you read the deeper parts of the story, the reason why the serpent didn't want to bow down to man was because he was created before man. So he said, listen, I was created before this being. Why would I bow down to a being that's younger than me? You understand? So that means that this serpent would have had to have been in the garden before Adam was even brought into the garden. Because you know that Adam was brought into the garden after he was created, right? Check this out. Right? Hashem, God, this is Archangel Michael, our God, took the man and placed him in the garden to work and to guard it. So before that, where did he get the man? He got the man from the soil of the earth. Okay, do you remember what we was telling you before? Hold up. North Pole Mercator map. So let me see that. Okay, 5 minutes. I might open up another live. It depends on what I'm dealing with. Because I got to remember, I got these studies I got to titrate. Okay, so remember what I was telling you? Outside this realm, this is the earth realm where we get kicked out of the Garden of Eden, right? The Garden of Eden is in here where the North Pole is. Mercator, if you read the life of Adam and Eve, it talks about the 4 or the 3 continents which are here and the giant mountain in the middle. This is where the reptilians were, right? They got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, so they went to roam around in the rest of the flat earth realm, right? They got kicked out of this North Pole region. We also got kicked out, right? This is everything that's in there he's about to talk about, right? And he doesn't believe in the Torah. This guy don't believe in the Torah. Let's go.
At that time, people could not see the stars.
All right, hold on.
People
involvement in the history of Africa.
Right. This is why Jamaicans, for instance, or just Caribbean people in general, every 6 months or at least twice a year, or at least once a year, we're supposed to do what we call a washout, right? Where we cleanse ourselves of parasites, right? Total cleanse, right? But you got shit out, you're shitting out your fucking stomach for like a week. I forget what that meant. I hate that shit. They used to make me drink when I was little. And right before school, and then like when school start in the fall, we used to do it, and then we used to do it in the spring, right before spring break finished. We used to do it again. And now that I'm older, I realize why. Because we were fighting these parasites. But anyway, let's keep going.
One of the most secret stories that was revealed to me, sir, is about these beings. This story was revealed to me dressed in Barot's.
Okay, so the timestamp on this video is about 20, you can say 27 minutes. So in the 3-hour video is 27 minutes. So I haven't watched this shit in years, but I gotta watch it again just so I can pull out the time markers so that when I see this cat, well, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it by tomorrow because I gotta rest to be able to come back in. So whenever you see me jump on live, whenever this cat in here, I'll be ready for you. Okay. But okay, so it looks like this shit about to end. I'm gonna restart it, and then we're gonna continue watching this video so that you can see that this guy who's in here doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm using an African guy who's a black man, right? Not the same as Aboriginal Negro, but it doesn't matter. He's an Aboriginal himself to the continent of Africa. He's not a white man. And he's telling you about what his people tell him about reptilians who rule the world, who rule the shadow government, disproving what you wrote. I hope you're still in here. This whole 3-hour video literally disproves what you're saying. Unless you're telling me Credo Mutwa is wrong. You said you met Credo Mutwa. Doesn't mean you know him. Did you tell Credo Mutwa he was wrong to his face? Did you debate Credo Mutwa? Or you just running your mouth? Highly doubt you did. Anyway, we're going to open it back up. Give me 10 minutes. Going to open it back up.